controls plugged in. Let's see if it does much better. No.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
Can I get out this way? Okay, it's a second roll. That's the crown.
My vision was going.
Oh my goodness. Where do you go?
Come on, Max.
It's not telling me where. What the flip? This is not my fault. Oh, this is... Okay. I think I'll go back to the keyboard. Okay, we'll go back to the keyboard. This controller is kind of wonky. It's just not as... It's not as fun. Controller feels kind of weird.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
I like how I take away my painkillers.
There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Put your whining.
¡Cúbranme, maricas! ¡Allá, cúbranme! ¡Aquí lo
Why are y'all hiding around the corner? Where is
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Nope.
While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them?
This was like... Did this sheep die? Yep. What? The headshot.
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
It don't matter. Just know that it's not good.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
There's no reason why they don't look back here. Like seriously. That was a back from the grave grenade. Back from the grave.
Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone.
Walking here? Oh, look at that shot. Wait. What's this blood for? Hey. Okay. Can't wait. I wish you can turn the water on like you could in the last 2 games. Joke got cheap.
¡Hijo de puta! ¡Aquí no hay nada!
So
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
Miguel, venid por acá. ¡Caretima!
Just gonna have to play like this for a while. Running gun. What they do back in the
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
That really make me wonder why they changed Max's persona. Stop fighting! Ooh. Also, that's how this works. You can't just kill anybody. If the person basically hurt you.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out. They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
What? Ooh. Okay, there's a sniper out there. And a chair across my way. What the flip? How do you get hit from this angle?
¿Cómo estás?
Bro. So this is like, this game is so much trial and error. And most of it's not even your fault. It's just the poor design. Everything about it is so. Hold on. Like, how are you still alive? Like, that crap doesn't make sense. You just stop and pick up a gun. Like, what? And it changes your... What? It changes your perspective so much. I guess it makes some sense. I guess leave the Rockstar to F up a masterpiece. Oh my goodness, I gotta do this again. Not good. Just breathe. He's hurt. What? Alright, I can just say that. Why somehow get head glitched. Alright, they're dead on that end. Push it.
The boat was well appointed.
But what?
¡No me matarán, hijo de puta!
It's such a when you do.
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Nah.
See, I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here.
Yeah, man.
They were using that building to get across the canal.
Come on! We're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Here goes!
Come on.
And you're being an idiot!
The pig glitching. How you get hit me through here? Amazing. Let's see. The slowest roll ever in
Bad guys are over there, remember?
What? There. So trippy.
We're good!
No, we ain't good. I'm low health. I think that's my issue. It's the bullet time used to give you
I don't know what I expected to find on a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists. I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Hey man, they made this man too simple at this point. Just I want to reset, but I know like one bullet is. There go gun. No, it's not.
You don't! Ah!
¡Coño de su madre!
There's another one right there. That killed him. Yeah, the bullet time, the bullets used to be way slower. Now they're just like so trippy. Why does he stand up and pull away from it? Oh, guns blazing time.
I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
You going here? Oh. What? It's an invisible wall. What kind of crap? Man, this game's just riddled with issues. Sad.
That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch.
It's in here. The history of Panama.
There was probably a control console behind the desk.
I know, I'm just shooting away and stuff.
I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
Ah, it doesn't go. I'm sad. I think I hit you. Was it aiming at me? Okay. If I picked it up, it's a little bit better. He's dead. He's dead. I wonder what this game is like when somebody took the time to program Max Payne into being an aimbot computer, just moving around and snapping. No, it doesn't click at all. I didn't know that was a thing. Anything in here? Here?
Fancy seeing you here.
That's the last one in this area so far.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes. Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. Failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
It's like the third time this man's getting used in this game.
You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preta?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
You know, this game, it has a lot of... It fights itself so much. You know, it's hard to play.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
So that man's actually gonna drink this?
It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
How is this man not one from the government?
It
Why
was
do you
the
only have
question I
16?
kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Any goodies in here? Okay, hold on. There must be a gun in here. This game leaves such a bad taste in your mouth. Holy shit. But I don't know how many chapters I gotta go.
Tá pesado pra caralho, tá cheio de chumbo. Comeu boi.
fucked up. Alright. They couldn't walk that far. Closed it. That didn't get closed on camera.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication. Oof, eh? Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence. But I'd written off too many of those already.
Clues, no extra. Got ammunition down here. Hold on. We can't shoot that off, but you can shoot off everything else. Get that out of here.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
I wonder if somebody has a reskin where... I wonder if there's any mods you can install in this game also.
O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tá fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando.
Well, trying to kill him before he shot the bullet. Cause he fucked up. And that last one. Oh, gets blown out. Oh, a flashlight? Wait, hold on. What's it look like with the flashlight on? Horrendous, but alright.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção!
Eu preciso de ajuda! Me dê cobertura!
I'm getting hit from having both lights on at the same time. There. It's kind of like... It must be going back there. Oh. It's kind of just... I was trying to conserve ammunition, but at this point of the game...
Quem vai me dar cobertura, caralho?
I just did the rust on them where when people peek around the corners, the first thing they do is crouch. Oh. Some part of me wants to just turn the graphics on. He dead. And there's one more. Alright. Hit. Now he's swapping out this. I'm sick of the light show tripping me out. Long. Don't want to go down there yet. Alright. That's just bad news right there.
É tudo que você tem, amigo!
Like, if we stay alive, wait. Saw something of intrigue. Yes. OMG.
De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough, and he knew too much. We'd both become targets. Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about?
Everything was a lie, Max. Why didn't he back out? Why is everything so hard to kill? Over an LMG too? I don't know what that was about. Check out what's here though.
When you find yourself in hell, dance with the devil.